Hey everybody, it's me and my shadow. Look who I have here today. The artifact yak. Been a while, huh? That's gonna be a good day to put it out on the water, so let's get after it. Alright, well, this is a rarity for me to be able to say this, but I'm the first one out on this site today. There's no footprints anywhere. Everything's been blown apart too. I mean, big time. This is a whole new site right now, which could be good or could be bad. Maybe all the good stuff just got revealed, or maybe it all got covered up. Join us tomorrow at 10 o'clock when we find out if the good stuff got covered up or if it got revealed. Alright, by the way, I've got my little wind muff on again today, and it's supposed to be a little bit windy. I'm facing into the wind right now. So let me know if you think it made a difference or not. I'm still, jury's still out on it. Either way, I see something laying right there, and it's either going to be a broken midsection, I think, or shale. We'll find out together. That's a piece of shale. Well, shoot. I'm looking around out here, just kind of scanning. Got a lot of larger material that's been pushed up or revealed or deposited since the rains. And that's good because I've mentioned to some of you recently and in the past, I think the number one thing I want to find is a full mastodon tooth. And when I see a lot of big material like that, that tells me that maybe there's a better chance that it's sitting in with some of this large stuff. Because a lot of that's like brick sized, which is pretty good size for out here. Somebody just asked me, I apologize too, I can't remember who it was, but I was just responding to comments last night on my previous video, and somebody asked me if I have any larger pieces of mastodon tooth enamel than what I showed in my last video, and the answer unfortunately is no, I don't. That's that little cone piece that I found. I've got a few of those, and that's about as large a piece I've ever found. But if you Google mastodon tooth, you can see how large they really are. They're quite big, you know. Yeah, you just have to see a picture of one. But that little piece I found is only a tiny little fraction, you know, maybe a 1/20th of the size. That's just me throwing out a number. This is kind of funny. I was following this little water line out here, out into the middle somewhat, and I came on this big pile of brush, and I'm just walking around it looking down here in the sand, and I happened to look up and saw that. It actually kind of startled me. I thought it was a real duck or goose. It's some kind of decoy that got caught up right in there. Looked like it had made itself a little nest right here. That's hilarious. Okay, so I've got something so exciting right now. So this is that big pile I was talking about earlier that has all the large material on it. No, I didn't find a mastodon tooth, but I didn't actually start searching here. I was searching behind me that way, and I finally made it out to this area, and I've just made a couple passes, and I just found something that is so cool. I've found some before that are questionable if they're actually the real McCoy or not. This one's the real McCoy. I have to confess, I actually picked it up because I just thought it was going to be another maybe, but then I started looking at it and I thought, oh my gosh, this is the real McCoy. This is so cool. It's broken, but I don't care. This is the first one that I can ever say that is the real deal. I found it and I picked it up. I just set it right back down. Look at this, guys. That is a gorget, or a pendant, or whatever you might call it. Look at that. Look at the shape. Look how well it's been shaped. It's broken down here, obviously. There's the hole they drilled through. It's got some sand in it right now. I'm not gonna try to clean that pebble out just yet because I don't want to bust this. I'll probably take it home and get a toothpick on that. But look at that. Look how beautifully it's formed. Oh, man. Wow. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, this is the real deal. Oh my goodness. How exciting is that, guys? That's legit. I can't stop looking at it. It feels so nice in the hand. The nice square corners on it. Wow. Beautifully drilled hole. Yay! Look at that. Well, that just made my whole day right there. That made my month. I mean, for all I know, that could be one of my best finds of the year of 2023. We'll see how the rest of the year goes, but a little tiny little, almost like a notch right up there too. Maybe where it would have been worn as a pendant, and the little twine or braid that they used to tie it up may have made that groove. But you'd think there'd be one right there at the top of the hole too then. Or maybe it's inside the hole, I don't know. Sorry, I'm just so excited right now. This is the coolest thing I've found in a long time. Whew! Just flip something over that's kind of cool. Piece of fossilized bone. I actually find a lot of this. I don't pick it up as often anymore because, well, I've got a lot of it, so I don't really need to keep taking it home. But yeah, it's a piece of fossilized bone. This is the outer side here. Flip it over. You can see that porous look. That's the inside of the bone. You can kind of listen to it. It almost sounds like chert. Totally fossilized. That's a rock. Alright. Oh, crud. I just lost what I was looking at. I just found that card. I almost gave up looking. I just found one of these doohickey mabobber fossil guys. I haven't found one of these in a while. Let's give it a bath. I don't really know exactly what they are. I just know they're a fossil of some kind. I don't know if it's some kind of plant life or marine animal. But there it is. Look at that. This is kind of neat. Just a mason jar lid seal. But it's been melted. Melted in a fire. Probably came out of a burn pile. A dump where they burn the dump. Oh, look right there. It says 4 mason jars. Doesn't leave much guesswork. Well, my friends, I was just sitting here starting to gripe to myself about how cold the wind was, and I just walked up on one. It looks like a good one, and now I ain't complaining anymore. Not like I should have been in the first place anyway. Oh boy, it looked like a good one. Yes, sir. Oh. we're not gonna waste any time. We're gonna pull that right out. What a beaut. I think that's all there. I don't really see any nicks or dings. Maybe just tiniest little wear or ding on the tip there, but nah, we're gonna call that whole. What a beaut. Yes! Beautifully notched. I guess that'd be a corner notch. That's about all I can tell you about it, and I'm probably wrong about that. It's fairly thin, except for right up there where my fingers are holding it. It gets kind of thick right there. Oh man, what a good day it's been. I found me a little piece of, I better not dip my beef jerky in the water. I use my beef jerky as a pointer. I found a little piece of horn coral. Neat. I think I've got maybe, could be a nothing, but I think I've got a little chipped on stone that could be some kind of agate, or it may not be chipped on. Yeah. Sure. It could be. I see this kind of material with really natural breaks that look a little bit like flaking. So I don't know. It's a pretty rock though. This looks a little bit more obvious to be a worked piece of stone. We'll pick it up and see if I'm right. Yep. That's what that is. Plate. Yeah. Looks like we're using it for something. You can see that alternate pressure flaking or percussion flaking. Yeah, that's an interesting little piece right there. I think I see a rib bone right here. Nope, that's not a rib bone. That's a stick. I've still been sticking pretty much to that same large area well, what I meant, that same area of larger material. Look at this. That's a big, there's my hand there. That's a big piece of sandstone that's been moved around or uncovered. So we're still in the big zone. And just to give you an idea of how slowly I'm hunting, how slowly I'm moving, I've been here just about 3 hours and I've probably only covered 3,000 square feet, which is not much at all. I've been walking really, really slow. But this is kind of why I'm walking slow in this area. Here's a really big piece of bone right here. It's petrified, or partially. I don't know what that is. That's a part of a jawbone, leg bone, what? I don't know what kind of animal it went to, but that's a good sign, you know. Yeah, that's something big that's been put out in the open for me to spot. So I kind of want to keep this, but I don't know what that is. That's I think it's gonna be like a shin bone for a large animal. I don't know exactly. We'll set it up here for now. I'll think about it. this is kind of cool. I just bent over, this was laying about right there, and I just like the color of it. A lot of times I'll just pick up stuff that's shiny or smooth looking or has good color, and I'll just kind of pick it up just to handle it. And I didn't even know it until I was rubbing the edge of it like that. I hadn't even really looked at it yet. I just picked it up and was rubbing it and looking around, kind of scanning back and forth like that. I looked at this more closely. That whole edge is very nicely flaked and serrated. I'm not sure how well that shows up on this GoPro, but yeah, nice little blade or scraping tool or something in that realm. Beautiful little piece. An accidental find. I've got something kind of cool looking right here. It may be nothing, but that almost looks like that's been chipped in right there. Maybe this could be another type of scraping tool. Yeah, I think this has been kind of beat on all over. Fits good in the palm of the hand. You could really drag that down a stick or something, and or bone, and really use that as a nice tool. Yeah, I think you could have used that for all kinds of stuff. I see a really nice looking piece of horn coral right there. That's so cool. Fossil. I see something pointy looking, kind of promising, right between these two rocks right there. I'm not sure if it's going to be anything. Nope. Well, it is something. It's a rock. Huh. I think I might be walking up on the biggest concretion I've ever seen in the river. Actually, I don't think that's a rock. I don't know what that is. It might be a big old ball of tar, believe it or not. I've seen that stuff out here before. It's very lightweight though. Alright, so sunshine is finally starting to stay out a little bit more, and it is revealing some treasures, because looky there. You know what that means? We got a little bitty buddy right here that's it's a smaller one, and I don't find a whole lot of smaller ones, so let's check it out together. That is a neat one. About the size of a quarter or a $half. Oh, there's just not much to it. Ooh, it's been used up. Yep, that one saw some real use. I love it. Sure is polished. Pretty thin. What a beaut. doing too good. Sorry, I was doing underwater shots. I haven't put the earmuffs back on yet, but while I was messing around being a goofball, I did spot something right there. Oh. Well, I just found my earmuffs. They were in my pocket, but it's just dadgummit. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and do this. Oh, wait. That is not a point. I thought that was a point for a second there. It's not. Alright, I guess I have to dry out my earmuffs. A lot going on here. Need to get my act together. Wilbur, will you get down off that roof? Mr. Sparks is gonna have to come get you down. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm wanting to leave because my neck is just giving me trouble today, and I've had a good day already. But I also want to find one more thing, meaning I'd like to find another point before I go. So this is not it. This is a little piece of coral I just found. I thought you might want to see, but just letting you know what mode I'm in is I'm pretty much in leave mode right now, but man, I want to find one more point. We'll see. Still haven't found my last point of the day, but I just found a really kooky kind of cork top bottle. Huh. Yeah. It's all there. That's a weird one. I like that. I'm keeping it. See that depression right there? Well, this is what was sitting in it. A knee-high bottle. You know, I've never actually found one of these. I've never actually drank one of these. Knee-high beverages, 9 fluid ounces. Knee-high. Reg U.S. Patent Office. Pat D, March 3rd or 13th, 1925? I don't know. That's probably just the, I don't think this bottle is that old, but I've never found one before. I've just heard of them. If you know anything about them, let me know in the comments below. Well, that's gonna just about do it for me today. I tried my absolute hardest to find one more point, but it just wasn't happening. There's a little bit of ground to cover on the way out still yet, but we're gonna pretty much wrap it up right there. I will turn on the camera if I find any other points though. If the camera doesn't come back on, that means the video is over and you don't have to keep watching anymore.